we obviously all have our thoughts on what the game needs to do to grow it the right way, and I think what we're doing on our podcast is part of that. But like,
walk-up songs.
what do you guys get passionate about doing in WWE interests count? But like, what do you got?
Like just like outside of what we do?
Yeah, I mean, just any of it. Like, I mean, commissioner for a day type stuff.
Yeah, you know, it's funny. I think the biggest thing that baseball can continue to do is allow the fans to show themselves, and that means the people that want to. Again, and we had this conversation, that people want to post things that they want to post, the people that want to just continue to drive, and that's how you have to look at it, is it's somebody driving traffic to your brand. So if you are in the commissioner's office and you're okay with the money that you're making right now, and you're okay with the money that the sport is bringing in right now, at some point in time you have to step back and say, you know what? Could we allow some free labor? Are we about that? Yeah. I feel like we've got some friends in that NCAA office, and they're okay with the whole free labor thing. And I feel like we've got a pretty good idea of how we've handled the minor league situation, that whole pay scale thing since we started that. So I think we're okay with free labor. Why are we not okay with the people who are paying for subscriptions on their MLB TV packages and still bitching and complaining because they've got blackouts that they're dealing with for whatever reason? I can't tell you. So we're still not giving them all of the product that they're paying for, and we're still not going to let them promote the game to their furthest extent possible. So, like, if you say that out loud and stop this podcast and rewind everything I just said, you're going to go, what the fuck are they doing? Mm-hmm. Yeah. And that's the question I have every single day, is if you have a fan base that loves and is passionate about their game, you are actively swinging and missing by keeping these people at bay from promoting your game.
Yeah, it's pretty smart. I think step one is explaining to the guys at Major League Baseball like what the internet is. They still need like a what is this?
It's a conveyor belt though. Like I feel like some of the really out of touch people are being phased out to now like the somewhat.
Yeah, well, YouTube like changed it in 2017. Like I know that there's a heart like all my videos would have been, and you know this because it was happening to you. Would have been like I would have been kicked off YouTube, kicked off Twitter. So when I started in 17. They reached out and they're like, hey, we're not going to like suspend you or ban you, like keep making the videos. But if our algorithm picks it up, we take the money. And I was like, all right. They're like, but some will slip through the cracks. So do it. And that was the best advice I ever got because some slipped through the cracks. Now we have a real company and all that stuff. And it's like, cool.
Did they say anything about Twitter?
Yeah, they said the same thing.
So like if there's no longer a threat of like losing your Twitter account if you post MLB.
Well, here's the dirty secret. They don't want people to know this. They want people to think they're still the Gestapo.
Yeah.
So like I'm now like going against their wishes because they're like, hey, you're cool, but like don't let everyone know you're allowed to do this.
Mm-hmm.
But they just are dumb. So thanks for being nice to me.
It's so ridiculous because like again we were trying to make like a business, lifestyle, whatever out of this, and like there was a doomsday 6 months where it's like if his Twitter gets down, like I don't know, he's going to hop on mine, and it's like Brucey coming in the Replacements movies. Like, I'm about to well, it ain't going to look good.
I mean, think about the environment we are physically in right now and how the physical setup occurs. Who's paid the most is given and granted the most access, the first access, and at times the only access, right? Yeah. So the almighty dollar becomes proprietary. We know that. However, you're going to whatever power position you're in, if your dollars are greener, then you get that access. So with that being understood, allowing people what they don't want is, and this is what I have felt and I have acknowledged, I have seen, they don't want the big news, the big movement, that big splash to come from an area that they can't make a dollar on, or they can't, like if they can't run their ad right before this news comes out on their platform. Yeah. Why have they spent the money they've spent to set up their stage at the funnel, right? Like literally a bottleneck. You know what I mean? Like, and that's how things are set up.
Yeah. Like you could tell me right now that you can post MLB videos on Twitter and you can't get in trouble for it, and I still wouldn't do it because I'm so gun shy.
Yeah, you've been institutionalized.
Yeah, like my MySpace page was taken down. Badass. And like that's all I had. It was like 150,000 people on it.
Why don't you make that your Twitter bio? MLB stole my MySpace.
They did. And there is nothing worse than like logging into an account that you've like built up to this big platform, and then it's like, hey, you can't like, nope, sorry, this account actually doesn't exist anymore. Like, that's the worst fucking feeling. Like, if that ever happened to my Twitter, I don't know what I would do.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I don't know what I'd do. I wouldn't have anything. I guess I would just fucking.
I wouldn't have anything.
I wouldn't.
I see. I would be looking for a new co-host. Like, can anybody?
Yeah. This guy's got no value to me now.
Yeah. He has no value to himself. Clearly, I'd be fucking lost trying to help him.
I mean, in this job, yes, like your social media accounts are currency, and if you don't have, I mean, if I had 850 followers, then it's like, all right, well, what the fuck? Like, why would we even do business with this guy?
Yeah, and here's why I say like they need the internet explained to them, especially YouTube, because they don't understand that. So like their algorithm claims the videos we make, which are fair use. We're like talking with lawyers and they're like, yeah, those shouldn't get claimed. Like you're talking over them, you edit them up. It's completely different than the broadcast. I'm like, okay, cool, let's do that then, but don't charge me a lot. What MLB doesn't get is when they claim the videos, since YouTube isn't gonna like get that as much money as if they're unclaimed, YouTube doesn't give the notification to anyone that has notifications on for our YouTube channel. They don't get featured on like the featured page or like the For You page. And that's literally how you grow interest.
Yeah.
So every time they claim it, they get all the money, but they're getting less money than they can. So just partner with us, MLB. There's my pitch.
Done.
Take the same amount of money, but don't claim it, and we'll just have a deal. And then my lawyer's going to say you shouldn't have said that. 50-50.
Hi, I'm his lawyer.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
No.
How's it going? You can reach me at Dallas Braden.
Yeah.
They're so like unreachable too. Like I feel like we there were some meetings with them that took place, and we tried to like explain this concept to them, and it just, I mean, they were just blank stares.
Yeah, it's tough, and I think what eventually will happen, and I can speak from this, just understanding what guys are willing to do, want to do, interested in doing with a quote unquote mainstream media outlet, as opposed to an outlet like JOMBOY Media, an outlet like Barstool Sports, where they know like there's already a degree of I can be myself that doesn't necessarily open itself up or lend itself to the more buttoned up approach and questions that you're going to get. Because the questions alone kind of force the athlete into a direction, right?
Yeah. And you guys are the same. I know like Barstool gets a bad rap because of some stuff from the past, but it's not you two.
Right.
And you guys aren't trying to go out and ruin any MLB player or coach or anyone in the game's like career or make them look bad. And the same with us. We're like, we're silly and you're not, like, we're never going to like work for you because you can then limit us, and we don't want to say anything bad, but you're not going to be able to limit us. And you guys are the same way. But they're just scared, like, if we can't control what they say, they might say bad things.
Yeah, and that's why I think like we've been able to kind of just the proof is in the pudding kind of approach. Yeah. Like you know every opportunity that I think we've been given, or every opportunity, frankly, in my opinion, that we've earned, and like not to get sentimental, but I hope you guys take stock of this, like. Keep those placards from this winter meeting. Yeah. You know what I mean? And looking down and seeing
last winter meeting, I kept the soap bottle in the bathroom. My girlfriend's like, I don't want this in the apartment. I'm like, it was my first winter meetings, and I stole this from the bathroom, so just put it somewhere.
Right.
She's
so,
like,
but just
it's
like
literally in like the garbage.
Just knowing what it means to Barstool, like for us.
And not to up the ante from Jimmy's soap thing, but dude, you on the duck boats, like that's fucking like, and we're so friendly with old media, that sounds rude, but like traditional media, they've been
Network.
99% of the people have been awesome to us.
Yes Network, I'd say 100%.
Oh, Yes Network. I mean, I'm everyone. I mean, there's like a half an outlier.
Everyone's been really nice to us. And that's why there's so many people that still like that get it and understand what we're saying. They just don't have the power to do it. And then like even we're here because someone within MLB understands and they've worked with us and they got us here. So there are like some moves. So I don't want to like completely shit on everyone.
Well, like how many people have told you like they were like proud of you and stuff, like you ended up on the duck boat, and like that's like, and they love to see you up there having a beer, and like that's a good thing, and that's the difference between traditional media now and stuff. And I get that, like, you know, Brian Hoke, who we love, who covers the Yankees, like he can't be yammed on the parade next year, which we could talk about. But like we could, and like people would love that shit.